Good evening, welcome. It's Sports Center from the nation's capital. I'm Scott Van Pelt. After 18 weeks, the NFL's playoff picture is set. The Broncos and Seahawks have earned the respective 1 seeds in the AFC and the NFC. Wild card weekend begins Saturday. Rams against the Panthers, followed by the Bears and the Packers. Sunday features the Bills at the Jags, the 49ers at the Eagles in Philadelphia. Patriots hosting the Chargers Sunday night. We cap the weekend right here on ESPN and ABC. Monday Night Football. The Texans taking on the AFC North champion Pittsburgh Steelers after what was a stunning regular season finale. It was a day that lacked drama, frankly. There was a lot of bad football games. It just didn't matter. And then there was this one. The longest tenured coaches in the league saying hello again. TJ Watt back. So too is Derrick Henry. The big man is loose down the sidelines. 112 rushing yards in the first half. Ravens on the move. Now it's 4th and 3. And it's a wide open man. Devontae Walker. 5 receptions this season, 3 for touchdowns. Baltimore, first drive, 7-0. Here it's Cameron Hayward in the backfield. His brother Connor Hayward gets the snap. They go, their version of a tush push doesn't work. Ravens grab a field goal. They lead 10-0. It's a 10-3 game with under 2 to go in the first half, and this is a 3rd and 9 scramble for the 42-year-old, the longest rush of the season. Steelers on the move. After a PI call, they go for it. Rather than kick the field goal, Kenneth Gainwell is stuffed, and Baltimore has a 10-3 lead at the half. Third quarter. Steelers on the move. Look at the catch from Adam Thielen, who was a late season acquisition, and a beautiful throw from Rodgers. This time, Steelers are able to tie it up with the Hayward brothers, shoving their way into the end zone. 10-10 game. Here on a 3rd and 9 incompletion, it's batted down by Hayward, and then it's just bad luck. Stanley kind of reaches for the ball. It deflects off him, and Watt's right there to squeeze it. Steelers get a field goal. They now lead 13-10. About 8 minutes to go in the 4th, and this is where the game goes absolutely haywire. Jackson avoids the sack, looks deep. Zay Flowers, he's got a backer on him, and that is an incredible play from Lamar. To avoid the rush, you see the direction. You go deep. It's a perfect toss to Flowers. And the Ravens lead 17-13. No Kyle Hamilton in the secondary. That's worth pointing out as Pittsburgh now is marching down the field. There's Pat Freiermuth. A gain of 31. Steelers now inside the 10. Under 4 to go. Gainwell gets wide on 3rd and goal, and he's in. And the Steelers now lead by 3. Next drive, it's the Ravens. It's incredible how much happened in the last 8 minutes of this football game. After I thought a bad spot on a pass to Rickard, it actually allows him to run an incredibly creative play. Fake toss, and Flowers is wide open. Touchdown. You see the action? Everyone's looking the other way. How do you lose Flowers? He's all alone in space. And the Ravens lead once again, 24-20, ensuing drive. Rodgers, double move. Tim Hasselbeck sitting next to me can only smile. I'm the idiot that says double moves always work. They did on 3rd and 10. But then as good a kicker as there is in the game, Chris Boswell hasn't missed an extra point all year. He misses the extra point. So Baltimore, with all of their timeouts, now has life. They got a decent return. And now on 3rd and 7, Lamar's in danger of being sacked. He's able to avoid the sack. Nick Herbig is chasing. He's able to get rid of it, but now it's 4th and 7. 4th and 7, you gotta have it moment. Jackson, perfect touch. Isaiah Likely climbs the ladder, makes a tremendous catch. Timeout called. Another look on 4th down. Remember their season last year ended because of a drop by a tight end against Buffalo in the playoffs. Here to make the playoffs, it's Tyler Loop from 44 to win. And it's no good. The rookie, who's been excellent all year, pushes this wide right. He was 8 for 8 from 40 to 49 this year, the one that they needed for the playoffs. An excruciating end. for Baltimore, and Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh will live to play another game. They host Houston next Monday. What a football game, huh? I don't know where we begin. I mean, the Rodgers throws for the touchdowns. We would have been talking about the Lamar's throws, which were fantastic. But in the end, it's Rodgers' brilliance and the ability against a banged-up secondary for Baltimore to make enough plays. What happened?
Yeah, no doubt the secondary being banged up matters. You'll see it in the film here. I thought he did a good job of working the seams. He's getting 4 verticals here. It's the route concept that Pittsburgh's running. That's the route concept. So when he breaks the huddle and you get up to the line of scrimmage, and it basically looks like you're getting a quarters coverage. So most of the time, you're going to end up finding the back in that scenario. But as we play it forward, what ends up happening is you end up getting rotation. Where you get that rotation, now the single that Aaron has is right here. It's Adam Thielen on Humphries. And the key here is, Scott, when the guy's back is turned for a quarterback, like he's not covered. And so it's just an outstanding throw. So that's versus a single high working inside the numbers. Now, similar situation here in terms of working inside. This time it's Pat Freiermuth. He's going to basically run, I know you love the double moves. It's a stick nod route basically that he's going to run. That little stem there is going to matter as you talk about the difference in terms of injuries in the secondary, because you got 2 high safeties, but Kyle Hamilton a lot of times is their middle runner. Sometimes they play him as, a 3 safety look and they bring him down. Sometimes they have him as the middle runner. Well, in this case, it's basically a double move. It's Jackson instead of Hamilton, and that's why Freiermuth wins, and then Rodgers puts it right on the money. They end up scoring on that drive as well. And then obviously we'll let this one play yet in the highlight. This is the double move. Kick enough of them, we're going to show it again. But when you think about what Rodgers did, for much of the game, there was no separation between receivers, tight ends, things of that nature. But then Hamilton does go out. It does change things a little bit. But Aaron, just the way he hung in there and made throws at the most critical moments was pretty remarkable.
All credit to him and them for answering repeatedly, but this is one of those situations where if the rookie kicker makes from 44, we're raving about the plays, the improvisational ability, the remarkable avoiding 100%. Of a sack from Jackson to hit Flowers not once but twice. I mean, he did everything that was necessary, including a 4th down conversion, and then the kick's missed and you lose. So what's Baltimore to make of this result?
Well, I think what you make of that is this. Lamar was MVP Lamar tonight.
Yeah.
Like that, when you needed it the most, a negative play turned into a go-ahead, winning touchdown pass to Zay Flowers. Like, he was MVP Lamar. But you find yourself in this situation because he wasn't for the season. I think that's the takeaway. Well, I think when I look at it for Lamar and how brilliant he was tonight, I think the expectation is that you get that for the majority of the season.
And we had a spirited conversation on Monday Night Countdown. Our guy, my guy Marcus Spears, Swag was he's like, man, I don't want to hear all this. Whatever your reporting is about who Jackson is. And I was like, look, I'm just reciting the stats. This isn't opinion-based. The record was the record. But the point that Swag was making was this guy right here that we watched tonight. That guy is in a rare place of talent and played to that talent tonight, and they don't have another game because their kicker misses a kick. And that's hard to reconcile, you know what I mean?
100%. And just when you look at the team in general, all the injuries early in the season with that defense, they weren't the same. In fact, they were bad on defense, Baltimore was at the beginning of the year.
Real bad, right.
And so then they got their guys back. You're like, oh, this is the Baltimore that we expect. So, yeah, it's wild to me to sit here and think, okay, Kansas City, Baltimore, the Detroit Lions, these teams that you would have thought, hey, for sure, these guys are going to be in, maybe they don't win their division, but they're going to be in the mix. The fact that they're not playing football next week's wild.
We're waiting. TJ Watt's going to join me here in a moment, and can't wait to hear his perspective on that remarkable football game. And the big picture in the AFC and the playoffs is something we're going to discuss as well in greater detail. But just that 4th quarter and seeing the way Rodgers operated, and the idea that you get DK Metcalf back, that's a gigantic piece of the puzzle for them. We'll hold that conversation for a moment because I'm told TJ Watt is ready and can join us now. TJ.